Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In today's show of El Camerino Deportivo, First in Sports, I will be talking to you guys about something in particular that many people have talked about over the years. The fans, the press, the experts, and many people worldwide. When did the MLB All-Star game start becoming a joke? Generally, I believe the beginning of the All-Star game's decline in Major League Baseball happened in early to mid 1990s by using several structural and cultural shifts. One of the instances was the 1993 All-Star Game. The 1993 game saw a situation happen when Cito Gaston benched hometown pitcher Mike Mussina, Hall of Famer, late in the game, drawing heavy boos from fans. Commissioner Bud Selig later stated that this slipped the prestige of the event and triggered managerial movements over the years. It led to a bench clearing, fears that the game had been turned into an exhibition rather than a competitive showcase. Seriously, do you guys think that was the blow? I don't know. That's the first one I would say was the situation that actually started this. Yes, this was 1993, and the All-Star game was actually played in Camden Yards in Baltimore. And Cito Gaston, who was the manager for the Toronto Blue Jays, who did that to Mike Mussina. In 1997, interleague plays introduction of the All-Star game. The All-Star game lost its aura when AL versus NL matchups happened during the season. We never used to see American League teams against National League teams only in the All-Star games. But then they put games between the American League and National League teams during the season. Experts note that the interleague play caused the All-Star game to lose novelty versus the league competition. Sports Illustrated once emphasized that this shift began in 1997. Let's talk about one of the worst decisions ever. The worst, I believe. Which one? The 2002 All-Star game in Milwaukee. The game ended 7-7 after 11 innings. Two exhausted pitchers was the ultimate embarrassment. And seriously, it was from Milwaukee when Bud Selig was commissioner. And where was Bud Selig from? Milwaukee. Let's talk about another thing. It prompted MLB to start doing home field advantage stakes, which some fans saw this as a gimmick. Yes, I saw that as a gimmick myself, because it made no sense to me. It was a complete embarrassment that hurt the identity of the All-Star game. It made it look more like an exhibition now that it had been a tie. Well, the ultimate consensus of these All-Star games was 1993 when Messina was benched by Cito Gaston, which was considered as non-competitive by fans. 1997, an interleague play made a big factor and made the All-Star game feel less special. Let's talk about the 2002 All-Star game, the tie. That was horrible. And the 2000s till now. Shift to exhibition, player rotation over competitive integrity. I would say that the decline began in 1993. It accelerated in 1997 as was punctuated by the 2002 tie. While everything was citing structural and cultural changes in the 2000s, I think it's been a watered down exhibition. What do you think Major League Baseball should do to actually spark the interest of fans? I got a clue. I got an idea. Do you want to know what it is? If you said yes, well, I'm here going to tell you. If you said no and you turned off the stream, I'm going to tell you anyways because I know you're going to be tuning in to find out what I said. How about we make something just like they do with their prospects 2 days before? They do United States versus the world. Yes, United States versus the world. And we need the actual players to be using their jerseys of the teams who actually they play for during the season. Let's say I want to see Freddie Freeman. I don't want to see him with us as National League, the jersey. I want him with the Dodgers jersey. Francisco Lindor with his Mets jersey. I'm going to change it up. I want the players to use their team's jersey, but also put on the side of the jersey, in particular for that All-Star game, Francisco Lindor, flag of Puerto Rico here. If you want to actually have Clayton Kershaw have a flag of the United States. If you want to have Ohtani, a Japan flag, that's what will help out the All-Star game become more global. And then people will take it more seriously. But none of this nonsense. Playing without interest of giving their all. So if you see a player with their flag, I'm sure those players will definitely give their all. Please hit that like and subscribe button in YouTube. Check on Instagram, El Camerino Deportivo with 1 O and 2 O's. Followed by Threads as well as TikTok. Please like, and I hope you guys keep giving me suggestions because I love suggestions. And as you're seeing right now, this was sent in by a great friend of mine, Alexander Sanchez from Venezuela, who currently lives in St. Louis, Missouri with his wife. Well, folks, thanks again for tuning in to El Camerino Deportivo.